documents before this House are procedurally received, communicated, and tabled. You cannot even during debate adversely mention someone and then remove a newspaper from your pocket and flash it at the speaker. That is out of order. If we were out to finish the DG, then today we would have referred to Section 22 of the Powers and Privileges Act, which says the non-public officer shall refuse to produce before the County Assembly or Committee any paper, book, record, or document. Any county public officer who contravenes Section 1 or subsection 1 commits an offence. Where a county assembly passes a resolution that a public officer has contravened Section 1, the resolution of the county assembly shall constitute ground for removal from office of the county public officer in accordance with the Constitution or any applicable law. But we are here telling you, we can understand that you come with documents today, and we do not want to do that too. So therefore, we are giving you an opportunity to present the documents procedurally. We look at the documents, we authenticate, verify, and talk to the persons perhaps mentioned. You know, when we say that we didn't ask you for any document, why do we have many files? It goes without saying, they're documents. Because the option should have been in his response, because we say you have in response you have said, I don't have any documents. Why are we not saying that, Otiato? Because if he says I don't have any documents, then we say he comes. Then when he comes, he will speak, and he'll speak under oath, and we'll hold him accountable. Why do you want to take this assembly through letting him speak? Then tomorrow we realize a document is not authentic, then we cite a provision that would cause him to be impeached on account of producing falsified documents. What we are doing is giving him another chance. If he so wishes, he can present his documents. Honorable DG, are you ready to present the documents procedurally? Then we look at it and consider when to invite you next, or you are not ready. But the good thing, you are still free to leave only what you feel is safe in the hands of the Assembly. What you don't feel comfortable to be in the hands of the Assembly, there are very many agencies out there to which you can present the documents and they will oversight. But if you have faith in us, the faith that you had to come, the faith that you had to be part of people who presented names here for approval, the faith that you had to present a budget for approval by this House, then there should be no cause for worry. But if there is, the law is still clear. Should you bring documents and you prove that they falsified them, again action will be taken against them as per law prescribed. And therefore, unfortunately, we will not proceed. We are just asking you, will you leave documents? Are you leaving all or not? Then the House will look at these documents, give to the relevant committees to peruse. Then we will consider inviting you for presentation. Respectful to you because you are part of the government. Otherwise, I would have told you, walk out of this meeting, walk out of my committee, because you don't have the documents, you do not abide by the rules or the conditions of the letter. I am giving you this leverage because we are part of the same government. The decision is that the committee is lenient and has given you 2 days by tomorrow. Did you say tomorrow? The day after tomorrow? Tomorrow is Thursday. For Friday, close of business, we present documents. We will look at those documents, and for information's sake, we will analyze the documents, talk to the relevant people, or seek clarification from relevant people. Then we will consider the next course of action. If need be, we will invite you. If need be, we will ask for a written response, and we will process it. Otherwise, I want to say thank you for coming, for honoring the invite, and I also want to thank members for participating and also being part of this. As a county government, we are desirous to have independence and interdependence. When they are fires the other side, they reach here, and you do not want to see that. And having said that, could I then therefore say that we can withdraw from the presence or from the committee? And thank you for coming.
I was actually going to request you, based on what is developing now from the discussions that we've had with everyone, that we go back and look at what we have and submit procedurally again to the acting clerk. If we allow me another 2 days, not 15 days, we already have most of the documents. Actually, all of the documents. I am ready. So that's ready to retake my presentation. I should be able to submit by Friday. Yes. I am a qualified accountant. I'm a CPA. And I'm a member of good standing. We
are already discussing. We are not yet open for discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. That time will come. You will say all that, but not now before we look at the documents. I'm just asking, are you able to leave the documents behind?
Mr. Speaker, there is a reason I mentioned that, but I will leave it. As an accountant, there are particular documents. In accounting, there is something they call creative accounting, Mr. Speaker. If today I present vouchers to you, suspicious vouchers that have been used to defraud the county government of Siaya, it will take a good accountant a few hours to look for backup documents to prove the voucher. And so I'm seeking your indulgence to allow me to hand over the financial documents to you as I make presentation to this house. And also as I present the evidence that I have to the public.
I saw a communication that the DG was having on one during some funerals when he made some statements. And another day, on 17th March, he was communicating on our social media platform, that is SPF or Siaya Political Forum, and he did make some very serious statements. And personally, I sent back a message to yes, no. And Mr. Speaker, you will realize that we have various channels of communication within the executive, within us the assembly, and so on. So going by the statements from the DG and maybe seeing him address a funeral, one of the funerals we had, the former musician's funeral, the Guru's, also, and whatever he wrote, was the content of whatever he wrote, I think will be presented when the issue started. Going through this, then I saw possible frustration from the DG to express himself, maybe within the executive quarters, and that is possibly what prompted his typing on SPF and executing some of the issues. So personally, I did make a request that as assembly and as an oversight, we can present a perfect platform for us to hear the frustrations that the Deputy Governor is going through. So Mr. Speaker, we are here, and if I don't know whether you will allow me to do that, because I don't want to I can maybe just make one or two statements on the possible statements that I had or we have as he was typing. But one, he made a statement that when I finally speak, the people of Siaya County will be shocked. If not checked, this administration will be worse than Basanga, and I won't allow it. Then the Deputy Governor went ahead to say, I will not resign. I will defend the people of Siaya. I will not allow plunder and misappropriation of resources. If this makes me the ruler from within, so be it. You can't run a county when you are hands off and leave questionable characters to steal unabated. I will smoke them out, and very soon. This is our county, my county. Mr. Speaker, from this statement, we have possibly a devastated public servant who is our deputy governor. And that informed me bringing this motion that this assembly provides him with an opportunity to tell us his issues. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
We are a house of records and we are a house of rules. It's very clear as per your letter. It doesn't matter which any other letter. The second letter was to inform the DG that when invited by this house, he has no any other way but he must come to before the house. Because this house has all the powers to invite anyone from the executive arm of this county government. Two, this is a house and is in public domain, even in the courts of law, that when you have any incriminating evidence and you present them before the court, then before the hearing starts, the persons mentioned in that case must be served and given adequate time to respond. So for clearance, the documents which are before the DG is not before the House. Then we cannot debate something we don't know. Two, there is nothing like the secure document. The role of this assembly is to oversight. So meaning any wrongdoing which the DG has from the executive where he sits and is ready to take to this house, he must be able to defend that document, even if somebody else tries to make it correct. We are not sleeping together with the executive, we are doing our mandate. So when you present the document to us, it is our duty to summon those who have mentioned here. But we cannot allow this house to be an house of rumor mongering. Because the DG, you have to be aware that if it were not you, and we invite another member of the executive to this house, and the person comes here and mentions your name adversely in the presence of the media and the public without us protecting your name and your image in the public, then this house will never be an orderly house or a house of justice. So what we want us to do for you, that you present a document before us and firstly mention those who you believe, as you have been saying in those public functions which made you to be before us today, is that we give you another chance. Like this house becomes a funeral or a WhatsApp group where you can air unsubstantiated and use the opportunity to taint any name so that the public can know without us giving those names or those persons an opportunity to reply. That's a platform, my speaker, I believe this house cannot accept. So I agree with you that if the deputy has only one option, we have not seen the document, so we cannot discuss anything. So that's two ways. If he's ready and willing, he has to abide by the requirement of the letter which invited him here, that he leave us the document, and if he's not ready, he can go with this document. Then we'll decide as a house.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker, once again, yes, I received communication from the Office of the Acting Clerk. Motion passed by the County Assembly, this conference are duly noted. I also know that both the letter of the invitation and the motion related to political those documents are majorly made by myself on a specified social media platform and in an unspecified funeral ceremony. Everything about the county executive, including governor, deputy governor. However, on matters to do with financial management, matters like this, the first part of all, and his president please to that effect, that the county assembly, in that circumstance, is always encouraged to first someone.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for at least giving me this opportunity. Of course, like my client has stated, if you look at the letter that was sent to him and which he received yesterday in the course of the day, it did indicate that he was expected to make an appearance, to furnish documents, and as well,
of which the DG is part. And we can invite anyone, be it the governor, an order. It has to be procedural and it has to be as per order prescribed. When we talk of certain documents, the DG, the letter required that you provide written responses to the issues raised in the motion together with